MAVAKAGA.
Hey action movie fans, buckle up and hold on tight, because we're diving into the high-octane world of Carjackers, the 2025 French heist thriller that dropped on Prime Video on March 28th. This 5-minute review is going to be a wild, adrenaline-pumping ride through this 1 hour, 40-minute flick, directed by Kamel Guemra, and starring Zoé Marchal and Franck Gastambide. I'm your hyped-up host, ready to break down the thrills, the spills, and the what-the-heck moments of this eat-the-rich action fest. So grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and let's burn rubber into this heist-packed chaos. Carjackers throws us into the double life of Nora and her crew, Zoé, Steve, and Prestance, who work as valets, hostesses, and bartenders at a fancy hotel by day, serving snooty rich folks. But by night, they're the Carjackers, a squad of badass drivers who rob those same wealthy clients on the highway during their lunch breaks. Talk about a side hustle. These four are like a family, pulling off heists with the precision of a Formula One pit crew, and they've got one last big score planned to set them up for life. But here's the twist. The hotel director hires Elias, a stone-cold hitman who's basically a human shark, to hunt them down. What follows is a cat-and-mouse game that'll have you gripping your seat like you're in a getaway car. Let's talk about what slaps. The action scenes are straight fire. The chase sequences are frenetic, with cars screeching down highways, tires smoking, and the carjackers weaving through traffic like they're playing a real-life Need for Speed. One scene has Nora and Steve taking down a convoy in a high-speed heist, and the hand-to-hand combat is so visceral. I was ducking punches in my living room. The stunt team deserves a standing ovation. These moments are raw and chaotic, and you can feel the adrenaline pumping. Zoé Marchal, as Nora, is a total boss. She's desperate, angry, and fierce, especially in the final act when she's fighting for her life. And Franck Gastambide, as Elias, terrifying. He's like a predator who smells blood, and every time he's on screen, you know someone's in trouble. The supporting cast: Bosch as the stoic Steve, Mariva Ranar-Vivello as the dangerous Zoe, and Alassane Dion as the chill Prestance, brings the heat too, making this crew feel like a real family you can't help but root for. The vibe is a mix of Heat, Point Break, and The Italian Job. It's got that Robin Hood steal from the rich energy, and the Eat the Rich theme is front and center. Nora and her team are fed up with the elite, robbing them to escape their dead-end jobs, while Elias, the hitman, is all about working for the system. There's a juicy idea here about class conflict, how the lower classes fight over scraps while the rich get richer, but the movie doesn't dig deep enough into it, which is a bummer. Visually, it's a treat. Cinematography by Ludovic Zuli captures the glitz of the hotel and the grit of the highways, though some shots lack the punch to make the action truly pop. The score keeps the tension high, but it's nothing you'll be humming after the credits roll. Now, let's talk about the messy stuff. This movie's got flaws, and they're as loud as a car alarm. The pacing is all over the place. It starts strong, but the middle drags with too much setup, and the final act feels rushed, like they ran out of gas. The script, written by Guemra, Morade Aliasui, and Sledge Bidonga, tries to juggle too many genres, action, thriller, drama, but it doesn't stick the landing. The Eat the Rich theme feels surface level, and some fans on X are calling it derivative, saying it borrows heavily from classics without adding anything new. I get it, it's not breaking the mold, and the editing by Baxter and Camille Racet can feel choppy, making some action scenes less impactful than they should be. Plus, the dialogue can be clunky lines like, "We're invisible until we strike." Sound cool, but don't hit as hard as they should. So, what's the verdict? Carjackers? It's a 3 out of 5. I would actually, 3.5 out of 5. It's a fun, popcorn-munching ride with killer action and a crew you'll root for, but it's held back by a messy script and a lack of depth. If you love heist flicks with a side of class warfare, like Den of Thieves or Doom, you'll have a blast. It's a 16 plus for the violence. There's blood, some intense fights, and a whole lot of law breaking. Stream it on Prime Video and let me know in the comments, did you love the Carjacker style or did this heist leave you stranded? Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more reviews. Let's keep the action rolling. Take care. We'll see you on the flip side. This is MAVAKAGA.
MAVAKAGA.